Hi, I'm Brian Baker from Bad Religion, and you are watching Loudwire. I would say the riff that got me started, like the riff that made me want to play, the gateway drug, was Taxman by the Beatles. I was like 8, and this was huge. And that's the first thing I took, like my first guitar lesson, teach me Taxman. And I didn't really know that was the bass part. Like, no one really brought that up. I didn't figure that out for a long time, that's the bass part. Though George does double it later in the song. But my first riff I learned was the bass part for Taxman. And then after that, Day Tripper and, well, all the other great Beatles riffs. One thing I could not do when I first started playing was use my little finger on my left hand. I mean, I was him, just this guy. And my guitar teacher wasn't really into rules because it was the 70s. And so he never really made me develop any dexterity in this finger. And I probably didn't use it till like my early 20s. And only then because I wanted to suspend a chord. Probably a Tom Petty thing. So that was a huge one. But eventually I've learned to use it okay. When I got into riffs, like for real, I said, I learned all the Beatles stuff when I was little, but I got serious about guitar when I was probably 12 or 13, and that puts you right here. I mean, what more do you want than beating around the bush? It's fucking ridiculous. And that thing, every Dag Nasty song, like that's where I stole it from. Hell's Bells. Thank you, Malcolm, probably. Totally into ZZ Top too. And this is my favorite ZZ Top riff, which of course I learned in the wrong position, but it's too late to go back now because I'm old. Just got paid. See, that sells it right there. Billy Gibbons. Well, some of you may know that I've been in maybe 1.4 million bands. I'm currently in 4. I'm in Bad Religion. I am in Fake Names. I am in Beach Rats and Dag Nasty. And where do you get the time for that? I guess now there's plenty of time to just Zoom discussions about domination, world domination, not the Fat Mike stuff. There are riffs I really like from a couple of these bands, though. My favorite riff of all is a Bad Religion riff that is the one that everyone probably already knows. American Jesus. Sometimes played depending on my mood. There's a Dag Nasty riff or whatever part that I really love, that I play in soundcheck all the time with all the bands. It's the song What Now, off Can I Say. Actually, that is not on the record. That's a live version. I wish I had played it on the record. Another good one is, actually, this is the first riff that I wrote that ever made it onto a record. It's a Minor Threat song called Think Again, and it's on Out of Step. And this was my first riff. I cannot believe I remember that. My favorite riff from my newest album is, my newest album is the Fake Names album, which just came out. And my favorite riff is a riff from a song called Driver, which is, I think, the second one on the record. And it goes like this. It also sounds better with the chords behind it. It makes it all make sense.